remember when I came to this market 4 years ago that I found a man who was hand making leather shoes, and I bought a pair for I think $9 or something, really cheap, and they were the most chic, cool sandals that I wore for a year until they fell apart after that. So I'm gonna see if I can find that guy again to make me a pair of sandals. Some old coins and other junk, memorabilia. We have, looks like Hot Topic here, Indian style. Right next to the sari shop. Right next to the hippie kaftan shop. Oh, these are beautiful malas. So the craziest thing is that I just recorded that video and I took 2 more steps and the man with the leather shoes is right behind me. I remember I bought a pair of shoes from you 4 years ago.
Yeah, really?
4 years ago, yeah. And I was just saying that I
man.
was looking for you because I want another pair of sandals.
Here, no, this place is my wife is sitting. First, now I'm here.
Okay.
You're very lucky for that.
Yeah.
And I give good luck price. I give local price for you.
I remember these are the ones I bought 4 years ago.
Wow,
I think.
That's nice. Show you some. I make this here, new design.
So your wife is usually here, not you.
I make all this design.
Yeah, I know. I remember.
Sit.
It was really comfortable.
Yeah, your size, 41 size. This is 42, this is big one.
I kind of also like this mule slipper.
Yeah. Okay, with bag? I have used bag.
No, without bag.
Yeah.
But this one's also really nice.
Huh? Yeah, try. Come sit here. Come, madam.
But you have like flat one like this?
No.
Only, no.
I have this.
I don't like so much. This one looks like old man shoe. Oh, that one's nice. I like this
Jesus
one.
style.
Jesus, yeah?
Jesus creepers.
Jesus style. More people like the Jesus style.
Which one looks more Jesus, you think? This one or that one? So, for 1,500 rupees, or how much is that in dollars? That is about 20 bucks. I actually think I probably overpaid, come to think of it, but very happy with my new sandals. So I realized I probably could have bargained harder with the sandal guy and gotten him down maybe to around 1,200 rupees. But at the end of the day, I know how hard it is to make something and sell something and need to live from your work. So I think that, you know, you need to figure out and decide if it's worth it to be super aggressive when you're bartering with someone who's actually selling something that they make versus just a vendor selling something that they've bought from somewhere else. And in this case, you know, he's a really nice guy and I remember him from 4 years ago and I felt like, you know what, it's worth it to give him an extra $4 or $5 rather than bargaining him really, really hard. Because it's hard to make a sale and it's hard to sit somewhere every day and, you know, try to sell stuff. So she never came back.
I don't know, she gave me hotel. I will go
Emerald and what is this one?
Sapphire.
Sapphire.
Tomorrow I am going to her hotel. It will be my loss, you know.
Yeah.
I invest.
But you could sell it maybe to somebody else.
That
and
is
you don't give her back the
That is a
deposit.
good question, but you know the problem. I invest in these things.
Yeah.
So my money goes block.
I understand. I also have business. I do export from Nepal.
Some customer, what you selling?
Woolen handicraft.
Woolen.
Woolen.
Pashmina
Yeah.
you selling?
Not pashmina, like socks and scarves and things, but not pashmina.
I can give you
hand knit.
handmade pashmina. I give you if you want a deal with me. I give you wholesale price.
I'm not selling pashmina though. So I definitely have a shopping addiction. I just stopped by this cool lady's shop and she was wearing these awesome striped pants
Find you anymore.
and I had to get them for myself too. Since I'm coming from the Himalayas, I packed only cold weather clothing and so this is perfect for the evening here in Goa. There are a lot of food vendors here, but frankly I'm a little bit nervous about eating here, whereas I wouldn't think twice in Thailand about food safety. In India, it's always kind of an issue, and I do vaguely recall that when I came here 4 years ago and I ate at the little market that I woke up sick the next day. So I'm going to try to find something that looks very well cooked and with good hygiene. I ended up going for this rotisserie chicken, which is actually famous within the Saturday night market, and it was legit delicious. Alright, so dinner is finished. Now off to find something to drink. I think that I have to go to the bar to get a drink. I really just want like... I've come to this restaurant called Villa Blanche in the same neighborhood as my guest house, and I'm really glad that I found this place because they have an excellent menu. It's a really cool zen place to come and sit here in the courtyard cafe, have lunch, have dinner. They also have really great vegan desserts and a gift shop with Ayurvedic items. A really cool spot to come if you're staying near the Assagao area of Goa. Later that day, I met up with a new friend who had invited me to a reggae party in Arambol, which is the hippie and Russian nexus of Goa. Last night I went out to a reggae party, and it really was not my scene at all. I went with a friend of a friend that I had met just 2 nights ago, and I was thinking, okay, why not, you know, let's experience something fun and something new with a new person. But it was a reminder for me that I'm really not, one, a hippie, and two, a party person. So for me, it was just a lot of like walking around and observing people and watching people. And yes, I guess I was like one of those sort of creepers, but everybody was on drugs. Yeah, it's been really nice. It's been chill. It's exactly what I needed after the hecticness of being in the north of India. Here, when I wake up, it's the sounds of birds chirping. There's very little traffic that comes here, and they're not constantly honking. And that just makes such a difference to the quality of life, and it's really what I needed. Of course, this being India, it's hard to do work because the internet is kind of spotty. And it's good to be here. It's good to be in nature, to be somewhere warm, to be somewhere peaceful. Around lunchtime, I went to Baba Ohum, a French cafe restaurant not far from Assagao. Despite the poor service, which is more or less standard everywhere in India, the food was excellent and I ended up returning every day. Of course, I have to go to the French bakery anywhere I am. So this is apparently the goat cheese salad, except that the goat cheese comes totally separately. At first I thought this was like a hummus that they were delivering me mistakenly. And now it's sort of like a goat cheese fondue, but I guess I can put it on top of your salad. I finished my lunch and I decided now to drive down to the beach and see what the scene over there is like, because it's just starting to get cooler now. It's around 3:30 in the afternoon. So I stopped here in front of this really beautiful Goan house. Look at how colorful that is behind me. And I just wanted to say, as I'm on my motorbike, that the best way to get around Goa is by scooter. They can be rented very cheaply here by the day. I'm paying 400 rupees per day. You can get even cheaper. I think that the rate generally tends to be 350, but I was told that it's a busier time this weekend because of the music festivals. The only thing is that the scooters here are quite ancient. They're this brand of Honda Activa, and they don't have like a pocket here, which I'm used to in the Honda Click 125cc that I used to drive in Chiang Mai, and the problem is that navigating Goa can be kind of difficult. So there are times when I have my phone in my hand, I'm trying to drive the scooter with one hand, which is super dangerous here because the roads really are not very good and the traffic is unpredictable. I would say 100% that driving a motorbike in Goa is a lot more challenging than driving a motorbike in Thailand. The streets are worse, the traffic is worse. You have a lot of unexpected things to contend with. So Goa is definitely not the place you want to come to learn to drive a motorbike, nor is it a place, if you're a beginner, that you would want to test out. I think you definitely need to have some good, strong skills here. Like if you're intimidated by driving a motorbike in Chiang Mai, then you absolutely should not drive a motorbike here in Goa, especially late at night. The roads are not very well lit, and you know, there's a lot of drunk people here, so it can be quite dangerous for that reason. So I made it to the beach. I just found a little parking spot. This is super polluted, or rather super, how to say, garbage, full of garbage. But the beach. Hello. No, thank you. This is Anjuna Beach in North Goa, and I don't really know what much to say about it. It's the first time I've come to this side of the beach. It's a kind of small beach. There's actually not too much sand. There's a lot of Indians. This beach is really interesting because the last place where I stayed in Morjib, and when I visited Arambol, it was a lot of Russians, mostly Russians. And here on this Anjuna Beach, it's almost all Indians. And people are really wanting you to step into their shop and buy something. Always calling out to you, come in, come in. Some guy just spoke to me in Hindi. And even though I speak some Hindi, I told him I don't speak Hindi because I really didn't want to be bothered. But I guess I look Indian. You can get your eyebrows threaded on the beach here. These ladies will come to you and give you massages or thread your eyebrows. This ended up being the last excursion I had in Goa, despite staying for several more days. I fell sick with a nasty cold that kept me basically bedridden the rest of the time.
But I don't want one that's like super
Blingy.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, fuck that. But like that's too simplistic.
You
gotta have like some variation.
Some bling, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It doesn't have to be blingy, but like some. I mean, you're the designer. You're the designer. Less is more, sure.